And a pleasant good afternoon to you and yours, and welcome to the Brevard Sports Network. Alan Slaughterzinski here. Caleb Brown with you on a hot, and I do mean hot, afternoon here in beautiful Claremont, Florida, where today, for just the third time in Brevard County fast pitch softball history, a Space Coast area team will vie for a softball state championship. And today that team is the Melbourne Bulldogs, as they will take on the defending 6A state champ Doral Academy Firebirds. Good afternoon once again. I'm Alan Slaughterzinski with Caleb Brown at Legends Field here in Claremont. And Melbourne, 25-2-1, has reached this point by defeating Harmony, Eastridge, Bartow, and Pace yesterday. As for the defending champs, they've defeated Nova, Fort Lauderdale, Cooper City, and Mitchell. Melbourne and Doral have played each other this year. They played back in the Orange Bowl Classic, where they played 8 innings to a 1-1 tie. If you feel like this is destiny, it is for this team. Following that loss last year to Vieira in the regional semifinals, there's no doubt in anyone's mind that their attention and focus at that time turned to reaching this game here today. They've hit some bumps along the way in terms of a coaching change, some struggles in certain games, Bartow, games in which they had 2-3 hits, but yet still managed to win. But all of it has led to this field right here today playing for a 6A state championship. We're about to give you the lineups here in just a second, but we want to thank the Florida High School Athletic Association. Let's go down the roster here for Melbourne. You got Skylar Christian Troyan, Alyssa Arnold, Deborah Turco, Riley McKella, Camden Hurd, Haley Turner, Bailey Highland, Ashley Burkmeyer, Alicia Thompson, Allie Turner, Sophia Valcourt, Jasmine Jazzy Francic. The birthday girl today, Nevaeh Loveridge, Kyla Berry, Addison Berry, and Nadia English. Those are the Melbourne Bulldogs in numerical order. In numerical order, Doral Academy is Lauren Alley, Gianna Wan, Anna Richez, Giovanni Gurgel, Megan Villanzan, Emily Santana, Alyssa Zabala, Leilani Verret, Zoe Abdullah, Gabrielle D'Arcangelo, Gabby D'Arcangelo, Lauren Bro, Annabella Abdullah, Ariana Mikado, Janice Wright, Isabella Pavlu, and Sarah Bro. And your starters for the Melbourne Bulldogs, leading off, playing first base, Sophia Valcourt. Valcourt comes in batting .286 this year. Allie Turner will bat second. Turner also coming in batting .286 this year. Batting third, the DP today is going to be Kyla Berry. Kyla is your DP today, so Jazzy's going to get the start. Alicia Thompson is going to be the catcher, and the power hitter is batting fourth. She leads the team in home runs with 9. Bailey Holland is going to bat fifth. Batting sixth, Nadia English will be your shortstop, and she will bat sixth. Right fielder will be Addie Berry. She'll bat seventh. Nevaeh Loveridge, the birthday girl, will bat eighth. And batting ninth and playing left field, Haley Turner. And what can you say about Haley Turner? Over the last couple of weeks, she has scored the game-winning run, and she had the big triple yesterday to open the top of the 8th inning. Jazzy Francic will be back on the mound today. Francic yesterday threw 8 innings, struck out 15, and gave up just 3 hits. give you the Doral Academy lineup coming up in just a second. Now, for those of you tuning in and want to know why you're only looking at the scoreboard, it's because the Florida High School Athletic Association has the rights to this broadcast today, so this is an audio cast only. These two teams come in. Doral with a team batting average of 282. Melbourne 302. Doral with a 4 up. Here come the starters for Doral. Giawan will lead off and play catcher. Freshman. Batting second will be shortstop Bella Abdullah. Sarah Bro will bat third, and she will play third base. Megan Velazon will bat fourth, and she will play center field. Anna Richez will bat fifth and play first base. Giovanna Gergel will bat sixth and play right field. Zoe Abdullah will bat seventh and be in left field. Ariana Machado will be at second base, and she'll bat eighth. Gabby DiArcangelo will be the DP, and she will bat ninth today. Elisa Zabala is your pitcher, and she is the flex player today. Melbourne is under the direction, guidance, and tutelage of Dan Adele, and the defending 6A champs is Willie Beret. Johnny Sandobar, your home plate umpire. We will now stand for the national anthem. Once again, if you are interested in watching this game today, you can do so on the NFHS network. It's the national anthem right now. All right, play ball. We are ready for the 6A softball championship. Melbourne is the third Brevard County team to advance to the state finals. O'Galley's done it twice. They did it in 2005, and of course, under the great Alex Powers, won the state championship in 2011. And in 2011, Satellite won over and played in the 3A state championship game. They did not come out victorious. Brevard County has won numerous slow pitch state championships. In fact, Melbourne owns a slow pitch state championship. They did that back in 1980. Once again, let's just go down the team comparisons here for these two teams. Doral comes in batting 282, Melbourne 302. On base percentage 361 for Melbourne, 410 for Doral. Team ERA 0.74 for Doral, 0.09 for Melbourne. Melbourne fields at a 973 clip, Doral at a 959 clip. The rankings, why do they matter? Well, you saw it yesterday for both of these teams. Doral was able to advance by scoring 2 runs in the bottom of the 7th to walk it off, and Melbourne, of course, the same way yesterday. Caleb, they get 2 runs, or a run, I should say, in the bottom of the 9th. And today, the number 1 ranking in this game belongs to Doral, so they will bat last today. As we told you, on the bump today is Alyssa Zabala for Melbourne. Melbourne has seen her one time earlier this season in the Orange Bowl Classic. She pitched 5 innings against them of no-hit softball. So, stepping up is going to be Sophia Valcourt. Valcourt, first baseman.
Number 10, Sophia Valcourt.
Valcourt bats from the left side. Zabala's first offering to Valcourt is fouled straight back to the screen. 0-1. Incredibly, the Bulldogs over the last 2 games have gotten just 6 hits, struck out 35 times, and scored 3 runs, and are 2-0. That speaks to the... And that'll be, looks like low for a ball. 1-1 to Valcourt now. Valcourt leading off for the first time I've seen this season. Zabala to Valcourt, and that'll be a strike on the inside corner. A little slow on the take there is the umpire. So a ball and 2 strikes. Okay, ball hit the bottom of her bat, I'm told. Saw that a couple of times yesterday where balls were fouled off. Zabala's pitch. That is a beaut, but it just misses on the outside corner. 2-2. That is discipline there not to try to fight that pitch off. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Valcourt. And that ball is popped out of play. Zabala yesterday went the distance for Doral. So this is back-to-back she is pitching. It is the 3rd time this year she has done such a feat, and Jazzy Francic will also jump in the circle on back-to-back days. Zabala's 2-2, and that'll be a swinging strike 3 to Valcourt, 1 out. And that'll bring up Allie Turner. Turner with a hit yesterday, one of just 4 Melbourne hits yesterday in the game. Turner comes in batting .286 this year. 3rd baseman, really good glove. She is committed to Belmont, and I should note that Valcourt is committed to FAMU. Zabala to Turner. And that'll be off the outside corner for ball 1.
3rd baseman, Allie Turner at bat.
Pitch. Nice bunt by Turner down to the 3rd baseman, though. Up and over to first. Nice play by Sarah Bro to get Turner 2 outs here in the top of the 1st inning. If you see those comments popping up on the stream, ignore them. It's a scam. They just want your credit card information. As Kyla Berry steps in. Berry batting over 300 this year. She had 2 hits yesterday. And, of course, the big one laid the bunt down, Caleb, that allowed Haley Turner to score. Jaden Heavener bobbled it, and Turner, of course, scored the game-winning run. The first pitch from Zavala is a ball. And that'll be foul for a strike. The count is even at a ball and a strike here. Just underway. If you're joining us, if you want to watch, you can see the action on the NFHS network. Turn them down. Turn up the home team here on BSN. The off-speed pitch, that was a beautiful off-speed pitch. She squared the bunt and fouled it off. A ball and 2 strikes now to Barry. Just like listening to a baseball game, right? The 1-2 to Kyla. And she fouls that straight back, and count remains 1-2. It is a hot day here today. Doral Academy I believe they won the 6A baseball championship as well. Defeated Pace. So Doral looking for the 6A sweep in baseball and softball. Standing in their way are the Melbourne Bulldogs. The 1-2, and the count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two and two. That ball fouled down the third baseline and beyond the fence, foul. So we've got our first Deuces Wild situation of the afternoon here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Top of the first. No score between the Firebirds and the Bulldogs. The Firebirds are the defending 6A state champs. The 2-2. Zabala rocks and fires. The changeup is way outside for ball 3. 3-2 to Kyla Berry. That ball pops straight up, and if it stays, it's playable, but it drifts beyond the fence. Zabala this year, really the girl on the staff. There is no doubt about that. She's got all of their wins. 158 and 2/3 innings pitched, 291 strikeouts. That's a shot to the shortstop. Down and over to first for the third and final out. So the Bulldogs get the bat on the ball twice, but they still go down 1-2-3. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We head to the bottom of the first. Melbourne, nothing. Doral Academy coming to bat. Let's take you around the Melbourne infield from first to third. It'll be Valcourt, Holland, English, and Allie Turner at third. From left to right in the outfield, it'll be Haley Turner, Nevaeh Loveridge, and Addie Berry. In the circle, it's going to be Jazzy Francic, and her battery mate behind the plate is Alicia Thompson, the catcher. Of course, Francic this year comes in with a 0.09 ERA. She has not allowed a run. Are you ready for this? In the postseason, the Melbourne pitching staff this year has through their 22nd shutout yesterday, Jazzy with 21 wins on the year and just 1 loss. Francic comes in with 247 strikeouts in 122 innings pitched this year. She went yesterday 8 innings and struck out 15, allowed just 3 hits all day long. All right, leading off for Doral Academy will be the catcher, Gianna Wan.
Leading off the bottom of the first for the Firebirds.
Wan, a 257 hitter. As we said, Doral comes in as a team batting 282 this year. Francic with the windmill toss into the glove. She usually gives that a hurl once or twice. As Francic's first offering is popped up and way out of play behind home plate. Strike 1. No matter how you slice that pie, it's a strike. The on-deck hitter is Bella Abdullah for Doral Academy. Francic's twists the ball on her hip. She winds, kicks, fires, change up, high, 1-1. Jazzy well on her way to becoming just one of the best 4-year pitchers this county's ever seen. That changeup is popped up, playable for Thompson behind the screen. Alicia Thompson will haul it in. for the first out here. Good track. That is not an easy play. It may be hot over here, but it's breezy. The flags at half mast are blowing straight to right field
Shortstop, number 22, Bella Abdullah.
as Bella Abdullah steps in for the Firebirds. Abdullah, a .312 hitter this year. She is one of 2 Firebirds with 5 home runs. They have 16 as a team. Frantic's first offering to her is a strike, 0-1.
Gary Shipman tuned in, said he was a teacher back in the 70s for Mel High. There's still an attachment.
Oh, very good. Welcome. Yeah, welcome. As I said, Melbourne has won a slow pitch state championship. They did that in 1980. Brevard County, went back and did my research on this, and one of the final counties in the state to finally come around the fast pitch, but they did. Frantic rocks and kicks 1-1, and that'll be just off the outside corner. 2 balls and a strike. So Frantic falls behind for the first time today. I think the advantage that the Bulldogs have today is having both these pitchers going in back-to-back days. I think Melbourne has that pitch is high for a ball, 3-1. You got Kyla Berry. You can bring Kyla Berry in, who is one of the best 4-year pitchers this county has seen, to come in and get in the circle should Frantic's arm tire or any of that happen here today. So I think that's where the clear advantage in this game lies, should it stay low scoring. That'll be a walk to Bella Abdul, and that's a rarity for Frantic. She just doesn't issue many of them. In the 122 innings she's pitched this year, Caleb, that is walk number 14.
Third baseman, number 66, Sarah Bro.
Sarah Bro steps in. She also has 5 home runs. Bro is one of 2 Doral Academy Firebirds to be batting .400 this year. Bro, .422 on the season. Let's see. Thompson with an arm. There is no doubt about it. So let's see if they have 64 stolen bases as a team. Swung and missed for strike 2. So after issuing a 5-pitch walk, Frantic is quickly ahead of the power hitting Bro, 0-2. 1 on, 1 out, bottom 1, no score. 6A state title game. Frantic's 0-2. Just off the outside corner. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Bro with 31 RBIs. She leads the Firebirds in that category as well. Frantic with the waste pitch there. 1-2. Let's see what she does here. She take a little off. She does. And Bro does her Barry Gibb impression and stays alive. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Cooper City, Fort Lauderdale, and Nova and Mitchell yesterday to get to this point for the Firebirds. The 1-2 to Bro. Oh, the off speed way out in front is Bro. And Frantic has a strikeout for the second out here in the bottom of the first inning.
Number 11, Megan Vilzon.
Megan Villazon, the left-hander, steps in now. Villazon this year, a .345 hitter. The pitch looks like it's high, 1-0. If you're a Melbourne fan, somebody's got to beat Doral, right? We lost to them in soccer, Melbourne. Or Vieira, rather. 1-0. 2-0. Not sure where it missed. All I can tell you is that it missed. And it's 2-0 to the number 4 hitter in the lineup, Megan Villazon. The on-deck hitter is Anna Richez. The 2-0. Careful here. And it's high. 3-0. As Nadia English will trot in, the junior from shortstop. Great player. The Bulldogs are in very good hands moving forward with the 4 seniors they have graduating in Turner, Valcourt, Barry. And that's a 4-pitch walk. And just as Francic did yesterday, but in a different manner. Yesterday, Pace led off their inning with 2 singles, and Francic had first and second with no out and pitched her way out of it. She's issued 2 walks here in the bottom of the first and has 2 outs. So let's see what happens here as the umpires wearing the green shirts sitting on the Melbourne side. None too pleased with home plate umpire John Sandaban at the moment, as the meeting at the mound to settle Francic down a little bit. Stepping in now will be Anna Richez. And Richez is a .258 hitter. She's got 8 RBIs, 1 triple this year. And that'll be a strike right on the inside corner. 0-1. So 2 on, 2 out. Bottom 1, no score between the Bulldogs and the Firebirds here. You almost feel like with what we've seen through the regional championships, 1 run is huge. That's low and inside for a ball. 1-1. 1-1 here. 2 outs. Francic looking to get out of first inning trouble. The 1-1. Swung on and missed. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Francic steps back to the back part of the circle, taps her right foot a couple of times, twists the ball on her hip, toes the rubber. Here we go. The 1-2. Just outside. So a big 2-2 here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Can Jazzy deal up a 3rd strike as the turn card? Swipes at the dirt, windmills the ball on her glove, steps back on the rubber. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. And Francic gets out of it. The Firebirds strand 2. We head to the top of the second. No score in the 6A state championship game.
Score after 1 inning of play, Melbourne High School Bulldogs 0, Doral Academy Firebirds 0. Gatorade, for athletes who move the game forward, we're creating the fuel to do the same. Innovate.
You know, I wouldn't say that.
Create the future.
I wouldn't say that
Fueling today, fueling the future. Gatorade.
she's laboring at all. It's hot.
Designed to installation.
And let's not forget, yesterday's game was at 11 a.m. Hot. I mean, the conditioning that these athletes have to be in to be able to endure this is incredible.
State-of-the-art, virtually maintenance-free LED lighting solutions.
I did think, as I was doing the preview for this game today,
Sport lighting.
as I was looking at Doral, as I was looking at Melbourne, I didn't think this would be one of those nothing games into the 7th. I didn't see that coming today. Mitchell touched up, Doral yesterday for 2 runs, and, these games are typically low scoring. Rarely do you get the blowout. All right. It'll be Alicia Thompson, Bailey Holland, and Nadia English here. 4, 5, and 6 stepping in to face Alyssa Zabala. Zabala's first offering, and Thompson swings and misses. Strike one. I think the thing the Bulldogs have done well, despite striking out 35 times over the last 2 weeks, Caleb, is they have been patient at the plate. And I know that sounds amazing to say. That ball is popped up. Shortstop with a bead track. Hall in and out. One out. Is they've been patient. And today, a lot of first pitch swinging going on I see out there. So they must see something in the scouting report. Dan Adele at first, David Kintai, or at third, David Kintai at first. Bailey Holland steps in. Can I call her Belia too? Bailey Holland with a strike. Bailey just a freshman, and we were talking about this program being in good hands. That'll be another one right down State Road 50 for strike two. Holland quickly in the hole. Holland, a freshman. Haley Turner, just a sophomore. Lots of Alicia Thompson, just a sophomore. The 0-2. And why not? Goes right after her on 3 pitches, and Holland strikes out. Already 2 outs here in the top of the second inning as Nadia English steps up. English this year, another good year. Her average dipped from near 400 last year down to just under 300 this year. Still a big-time threat to get on base anytime she gets up. Began her softball career as Allie Turner did at Holy Trinity and has transferred to Melbourne. 1-0. Just alts. I almost said just outside. Just outs. I don't know what I was thinking. Just outside.
On the alternative side of the plate.
Oh, yeah, right on the alternative side of the plate. 2-0. The 2-0. And that one low for ball 3. So English certainly in a take situation here at the first, second 3-ball count of the day from Zabala. The 3-0 inside, 4-pitch walk to English. So 2 outs here for the Bulldogs, and that'll bring up Addie Berry. Addie, another sophomore, the sister of Kyla Berry. I expect next year we'll see Addie along with Francic in that circle as well. Zabala now with English at first. English second on the Bulldogs with 11 stolen bases. Haley Turner leads the team with 13 this year. The Bulldogs with 65 as a team, one more than Doral. 0-1 to Addie as she swings and fouls it back for strike 2. 0-2. No score here. I hope you can see the scoreboard. Can you see that? I think so.
Other people's screens and the AC will be bright enough where they should be able to.
Okay. Just outside on the waste pitch there. And it's 1-2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Hope you got the NFHS network turned down and us turned up. The 1-2. And Addie smacks one in the left field. And a great diving catch by the left fielder to end the inning. That was a good play by Zoe Abdullah. The Bulldogs strand 1. We head to the bottom of the second. No score between the Firebirds and the Bulldogs.
With additional information about Sprouts up by the concession area. Sprouts, Farmers Market, where goodness grows. Sprouts is everything you love about a farmer's market. Open 7 days a week, rain or shine. Visit Sprouts.com to find a neighborhood store.
All right, as Francic steps back in the circle again.
Florida Dairy Farmers is a proud supporter of student athletes and their families. Farmers know it takes hard work and long hours to excel.
Oh, we do? Who's that?
Visit FloridaMilk.com to see how dairy farmers across the Sunshine State
So we have a member of the
fresh, wholesome
1980 state championship Melbourne Bulldog team joining us here. Let's see here. I know. Spell it.
Marthenia.
Okay. Last name?
Pope Jones.
Pope Jones. All right. Same. Pope Jones. This is Pope Jones. Welcome. I think Brevard County won 5 slow pitch championships. If I'm not, I know Cocoa won one. Cocoa won one. Satellite won one. Melbourne. I can't remember. As Giovanni Gurgle leads off here. Not sure where that one missed, but it's ball one. Gurgle this year, a .352 hitter. She's got 2 of the 16 home runs on the team, a triple, 3 doubles, and 18 RBIs. Francis 1-0 to Gurgle. That'll be a strike. No score here. Bottom 2 between the Bulldogs and the Firebirds. If you're just joining us and want to know how come you can only see the scoreboard, swung on and missed for strike 2 on the off-speed pitch. Francis, a master at changing speed. She can go fast, little slower, and even real slow. She's got about 4 different types of speed pitches she throws. There's another one, and that'll be a strikeout for the first out here in the bottom of the second. The reason is because once you get to State Series and Final Four play, the FHSAA and the NFHS network takes over and handles the broadcasting. Zoe Abdullah steps in. Zoe with a great catch to end the top of the second inning. Let's see if a good defensive play leads to a good at-bat for Abdullah. The first pitch is just off the outside corner for a ball. As wows can be heard emanating from the Melbourne side of the field. After that pitch, the 1-0 to Zoe. Swears the bunt. Swung on. And missed for a strike. 1-1.
Kathy Tucker Fadul says Satellite won 2 state championships.
2 of them, I knew Kathy would know that. Yep, thank you.
In 82 and 90.
82 and 90. Thank you, Kathy. I think 90 was one of the last years that they played slow pitch. There's Craig Bailey. Craig looks worn out. Thank you, Kathy. I appreciate that. That ball is popped up. Nadia English going after it, but that one falls to the ground too fast for her to get to it. It'll be 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out here in the bottom of the second. No score. Doral last inning had 2 on with 2 out. Couldn't play to run. Melbourne had their first base runner in a walk, 2-out walk to Nadia English. Francis now 2-2. Want to thank Ashton Mosley from the FHSAA. Here's the pitch. That's a ball. And I know you can hear the groans from the umpires in the stands wearing the green shirts, because I'm going to agree with them on that one. All I can tell you is it missed, says the home plate umpire. 3-2. Francis. And that ball is fouled off. Wow. Ariana Machado, the on-deck hitter. Francis with the windmill toss into the glove. Back onto the rubber in the circle. Elbow up. Rocks, kicks, fires. And Francis gets the strike out. 2 outs. Her third of the game.
Second baseman, number 24, Ariana Machado.
Ariana Machado steps in. Machado, a 346 hitter. To welcome in Skylar Wagner. That'll be a nice looking pitch there. Strike one. Skylar, of course, the last team to beat the Melbourne Bulldogs in the playoffs. Did it last year in the regional semifinals. And I really think it was that win that catapulted this Melbourne team to this point here today. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. And Frantic is ahead 0-2. I will always profess that once Wagner got that third out in that regional semifinal last year, this team, this Melbourne Bulldog team, swore to themselves this was going to be the end result this year. The 0-2, and getting a piece of it is Machado to stay alive. Bottom two, no score. Firebirds and Bulldogs on a hot but yet breezy afternoon here in Claremont Legends Stadium. The pitch, off speed, high and outside. It's the first time I've ever been here, and they have dropped this place seemingly in the middle of nowhere. But it's beautiful.
If you can find shade, it's actually comfortable.
There is no such thing as shade over here.
We got shade.
We have shade.
So it's comfortable with
It's comfortable with the breeze, right? Rub it in. 1-2 from Frantic. Strike three. Frantic will strike out the side. We head to the top of the third. No score between the Bulldogs and the Firebirds.
Firebirds 0. Now comes a little hustle. Our official game ball is brought to us by Wilson Sporting Goods. Wilson is the official ball provider of the Florida High School State Championships.
It's incredible to think
Commitment to the game.
that the games Melbourne has been through in the last 2 weeks. I mean, they got through the first. They got through the districts fairly easy. Won a district championship. First round was pretty simple for the Bulldogs. Second round, but that regional championship game against Bartow, having to go over Friday, play a half inning, go all the way back to Melbourne. That's a 2-hour drive. Then come all the way back over to play a 10 o'clock in the morning game, get the win, and then yesterday go 8 innings and get the walk-off victory in the same type of fashion that they got the win over Bartow. And in the process, beat a Caitlin Oxley, beat a Jaden Heavener to get it done. Two of the best sophomore pitching prospects in the nation, according to everything I've read on those two. And here they are. To me, it's Frantic. You want to talk about great sophomore pitching prospects? It's Frantic. She's beaten them both. And nothing says I'm better than beating somebody head-to-head. I mean, that's just a fact of life. Facts don't care about your feelings. The birthday girl steps in. Nevaeh Loveridge. Loveridge actually doubled off of Abdullah the last time she faced her in the Orange Bowl Classic. In fact, Zabala doubled off of Zabala and drove in Sophia Valcourt for the only run of the game for Melbourne in that 1-1 tie back in the Orange Bowl Classic. So Loveridge goes 1-1 here. 1 ball and 1 strike. Zabala fires. And that'll be strike 2 at the knees. 1-2. Looking at my man Adam Franco to pitch. Boy, I tell you, that we were bragging on Jazzy's changeup. That one's pretty good too. Strike 3 to Loveridge. 1 out. Here in the top of the third. Well, here comes last week and this week's hero, Haley Turner. Turner squares the bunt. And it's 0-1.
Billy Palmer now chiming in with a free AZ.
Free AZ, huh? 0-1 to Turner. High for a ball. Of course, Haley yesterday led off with I don't know why the right fielder's all the way in like she is. Haley hit it over the right fielder's head yesterday. The 1-1, and this time she drills it down the third baseline. Go ahead and bring them in a little more.
Coach Adele's like, hey, what are you doing trying to take me out?
Right? 1 ball and 2 strikes to Haley. She has scored the regional championship winning run and the winning run yesterday. And yesterday, a lot of the comments up on the post-game story that we put up was arguably nobody is as clutch in big game situations as Haley is. And she's proved that the last 2 weeks, and this one is fouled off. And she is staying alive. 1 and 2 here. Top of the lineup on deck. 1 out here. Top 3, no score. The changeup is smacked down the right field line, foul, and she is spraying it everywhere. There is no doubt about it. Welcome in, Miss Maggie Davis. Pitch. Turner fouls another one off. Staying alive. Sorry, I couldn't resist. 1 and 2. Now the wind has changed direction and blowing completely towards left. I guess that can happen in the middle of a cow pasture. 1 and 2. And that is outside. 2 and 2. Turner battling here.
There's a couple nice hills here where you see some of the kids rolling down there.
Yeah, oh yeah. Right through some fire ants. 2 and 2 to Turner. She fouls that one back. Reminds me of an at-bat Jace Jackson had last year in the regional championship game. Kept fouling it off and fouling it off and fouling it off. It's about the 10th pitch of the at-bat here. And look, for a senior that went yesterday, the more pitches she throws, the better. And gets her that time. Nice at-bat by Haley Turner. Good battle that time between Zabala and Turner, and that'll bring up the top of the lineup with Sophia Valcourt, who struck out her first time up. Sophia digs in. 2 outs here, top 3. You all right? So what don't? Oh. Just tell me to pick it up. 0 and 1 to Valcourt. That'll be high. 1 and 1. Sophia had a solid year. Started slow and then went on a torrid run at the plate. Batting .286 now. That'll be a strike. 1 and 2. Or no, he says ball. 2 and 1. So he gives one back. Coach Dan Adele says 1 pitch, 1 hit. That's all you need. 2 and 1. That'll be a strike. 2 and 2. 22 with 2 outs. Turn card pitch coming here with Deuces Wild. No score on the board. Top 3. Melbourne and Doral. The changeup is high for ball 3. All that's at stake, just the 6A state championship. That's all. No biggie.
For Doral, they're looking for the sweep.
Yeah, baseball and softball. Yeah, Doral looking to do that and win back-to-back softball state championships. There's the first base hit of the game. Sophia Valcourt takes a pitch, didn't try to pull it, and hit it to the right side of the second base bag, past the second baseman. And the Bulldogs have the first hit of the game between either team with 2 outs in the top of the third. As Allie Turner steps in, Turner 0 for 1. She grounded out her first time out up on a bunt. Nice piece of hitting by Valcourt there. As Turner first pitch swinging, gets a hold of it and fouls it back and out of play. 0-1. Allie certainly capable, should she be able to get around on one, of putting one over the fence, which looks about 10 feet away, but it's theoretically a little over 200 feet. Here's the pitch. Change up is high for a ball. 1-1. I think she's hittable, Kale. I do. I think Zabal is hittable. Pitch as Turner gets around on it, fouls it down the third base line. She's very good, don't get me wrong, but when you go back and look at the way Oxley dealt and the way Heavener dealt yesterday, the Bulldogs have been facing this for 2 weeks now. 1-2, 2 out pitch. In front of the plate, grounds out, trickles to first. First baseman picks it up and steps on the bag for the third and final out. But the Bulldogs do get the first hit of the game between either team as we go to the bottom of the third. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left, no score. On to the bottom of 3.
Students and adults to give back to the sports you love. By refereeing or umpiring in contests in a variety of sports, including fast pitch softball, visit becomeanofficial.org to learn how you
I'm going to say hello to Daryl Duran and wish Mr. Duran a get well.
That's becomeanofficial.org.
Daryl's tuning in. Bedside with his dad, listening to the Bulldogs here today. So get well, Mr. Durand. I'm proud of everybody in Brevard County. Nobody has asked why we're not showing the game. During the Coco, I kid you not, during the Coco Cardinal Givens game, we went back and counted. We had over 100 comments of people asking why we weren't showing the game. I couldn't say it every 30 seconds.
We don't have Audiocast in
Leading off the bottom of the third for the Firebirds.
Yeah, I love it.
DP number 17, Gabby DiArcangelo.
Gabby DiArcangelo steps in, the number 9 hitter. She's the DP here today as Francic gets set to deal it up. Here in the bottom of the third. No score between the Bulldogs and the Firebirds. First pitch offering. Goes to bunt, pulls the bat back. And it is a ball, 1-0. The only thing that scares me so far, if we're telling truths, is Francic's falling behind a lot today. And I generally see that from her. 1-0. And yeah, you'll get a benefit there of a strike, but it looked wide, didn't it?
Thompson did a good job trying to square it up.
Alicia Thompson squaring that up, framing it up for the home plate umpire. The 1-1 from Francic, same spot, and gets the call again. Good job then by Alicia Thompson back there. 1-2 now. The 1-2 to the number 9 hitter. There's a chopper foul and 6A softball for the next couple of years. Man, it is locked in. You look at Melbourne, Doral, right? I mean, Bartow and Pace, those sophomore pitchers. It's going to be incredible. And then don't forget about Vieira. Young teams. 1-2. Nobody out here, bottom third. And they're going to check. And the home plate umpire says, no, that's a ball. So 2-2. Bulldogs wearing the green jerseys. Doral in all white. Frantic rocks and fires with the 2-2. That ball is popped up, and it's going to drop in for a hit over the head of Bailey Holland. So leading off, an 8th grader, Gabriella DiArcangelo. And DiArcangelo is the player yesterday, Caleb, that got the hit in the bottom of the 7th inning to drive in the 2 runs. An 8th grader. And back to the top of the lineup we go. And Gabby DiArcangelo is second on this team in stolen bases. So she will look to take that bag at second. Turner comes in about 6 steps. Frantic, that's a beautiful bunt. Only play is to first. Got her. Holland covering, and down the second goes DiArcangelo. And that'll bring up Annabella Abdullah, the shortstop who struck out her first time up. So runner at second now, and just 1 out for Doral. .312 hitter with 5 home runs in the box.
Number 22, Annie Abdullah.
Annie Abdullah tied for the team lead with 5 bombs. Got to be careful, too, because like Haley Turner with Melbourne, DiArcangelo will try to steal third, especially with the bunt situation still in play here. And that'll be a strike on the outside corner. 1-1. 1 out here. Valcourt, Holland, English, and Allie Turner from first to third. Barry, Loveridge, and Turner from right to left. The 1-1 from Frantic, the off speed, is high and inside for ball 2. That'll be a strike call. 2-2 now. This is a big pitch. I don't have to tell you at home listening. Frantic can get this strike out. That'll put the second out of the inning on the board. Yesterday, on 2 different occasions, she pitched out of similar situations, and, of course, did it twice against Bartow, the 2-2. And just getting a piece is Abdullah. By the way, Abdullah is also just an 8th grader. So still 4 more years of softball ahead for Abdullah, and out there, DiArcangelo at second. 2 8th graders right now getting it done, or one trying to get it done. One has the 2-2 as she fouls that back. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. English comes in. Jazzy picks up a little clump of dirt, drops it, windmills the ball into the glove, back onto the rubber. Winds, kicks, fires. Foul straight back again. And 22 at the plate and 22 on the board. 2 balls and 2 strikes to number 22. Abdullah. Frantic again. Change up. Just misses. And it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. All right. Payoff pitch coming here to Abdullah. 3-2. Who will win the battle? Will it be Bella Abdullah or Jazzy Frantic here? Frantic takes a deep breath, winds, kicks, and fires. High, ball 4. And Doral, for the second time in the game, has runners at first and second. This time, though, with just 1 out, as the power-hitting Sarah Bro comes up. As we told you in the top of the first inning, Bro, 422 hitter with 5 home runs and 31 RBIs. That is the Triple Crown for Doral. And she's got 2 on and 1 out here. And she will take a ball low. So Frantic laboring here in the bottom of the 3rd. Pitch swung on and missed, and Bro was looking to send that one back to Doral. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 on, 1 out. Bottom 3rd, no score. Frantic's 1-1. Swung on and missed again. That's 2 straight off-speed pitches that Frantic gets for strikes now. One's got to wonder here. Does she try and speed her bat up with a fastball, or does she keep her off balance with the off-speed here? Huge pitch. Frantic with the fastball and got her. Strike 3. For the second time today, Bro goes down, and there's 2 outs. And that'll bring up
Center fielder, number 11, Megan Velzon.
Megan Velzon, center fielder, left-handed hitter. Frantic pitch. Ball 1. So Frantic is falling behind all but 1 batter this inning. Velzon, a .343 hitter. She's got a home run this year. Pitch. 2-0. I don't see any activity in terms of anybody else throwing for either of these 2 teams. It's a tough inning here. A lot of pitches thrown. Frantic's 2-0. There's a chopper back to Jazzy, and she'll pick it up. And she gets out of trouble there with a, if you're scoring at home, it's a 1-3. So the Doral Academy Firebirds also get their first hit of the game, but they strand 2. We head to the top of the 4th with the score, 0-0.
Melbourne Bulldogs 0, Doral Firebirds 0. The Florida High School Athletic Association recognizes its corporate partners who help make the FHSAA softball championships possible. Team IP, the official merchandising company of the FHSAA. Gatorade, fueling the future. Balfour, makers of official FHSAA.
Thing just drifts on its own.
Mainlight Events, the official photographer of the FHSAA. Spectrum, the official cable partner of the FHSAA. And FHS Network, official online partner of the FHSAA. Max Preps, official scores and statistics of the FHSAA. GoFan, official online ticket provider of the FHSAA. Game Changer, the official pitch count app. And Wilson, official ball supplier of the 2022 FHSAA Softball State Championships.
Everything he just said. All right, we head to the top of inning number 4 here. Each team with a hit aside have had, Doral has had runners in scoring position in this one. As Kyla Berry will step in to lead it off. It'll be Kyla, Alicia Thompson, and Bailey Holland.
Number 13, Kyla Berry.
Going up against Alyssa Zabala. Zabala, first pitch is a strike, 0-1. Barry has struck the ball well over the last 2 weeks. In fact, last week in the top of that first inning, that ball's fouled back. She had a shot off of Caitlin Oxley that really was just knocked down by the pre-thunderstorm straight line wind that was blowing in, and had that wind not been there, I almost felt like she would have got that up and over the fence. 0-2 now, though, to Barry the pitch, and Barry goes down on 3 straight. I jinxed her. 1 out. 0-1. One out. Alicia Thompson steps in. Thompson with 9 home runs this year, 27 RBIs. That led the Bulldogs. Also, she led the Bulldogs in average as well. So she is Melbourne's Triple Crown winner. The 0-1 to Alicia. That's 5 straight strikes from Zabala. And she is in a groove right now after the hit to English. Or Valcourt. Pitch. Wanted that one, but won't get it. 1-2. Love that breeze. Pitch. Oh, my God. Her ball is dropped on the 3rd strike. Throws and gets her on the swing and drop. 3rd strike. 2 outs now. Since giving up the hit, Zabala has now struck out 4 in a row. Bailey Holland steps in, who struck out on 3 pitches her first time up. Top of the 4th here. Holland takes 1-0 outside. Popped up. Shallow center, but plenty of room. Hauled and caught for the 3rd and final out. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We head to the bottom of the 4th. No score between Doral and Melbourne. All right, Jazzy back out in the circle. Let's see what transpires here. She's labored a little bit here today, but ultimately and in the end has gotten the outs when they've mattered. But you don't want to keep giving a team like Doral, the defending 6A state champs, opportunities. Eventually, as Bartow did and Pace did to Melbourne, they will cash in.
Doral's had, 2 or 3 innings, leaving
Two different innings. They've left 2 on. Francic throwing that off-speed pitch a lot today for strikes. So this will be Anna Verchez, Giovanni Gurgle, and Zoe Abdullah here. 5, 6, and 7 hitters in the bottom of the 4th. Fastball fouled back and out of play. Strike 1. Melbourne is an exceptional exceptional fielding team. They come in at almost 980. It's 98%. No, I'm sorry, 960. It's 96% fielding percentage. They don't make many errors. And that's how you do it. And Frantic quickly ahead as the second pitch is fouled back and out of play. 0-2. One hit for each team. Valcourt owns the lone single for Melbourne. Frantic now 0-2. The pitch. Ooh, just misses for a ball. What?
Bravado said, don't jinx them.
I know. I thought the same thing as soon as I spit it out of my mouth, but I got to have something to say. I can't sit here in silence. 1-2, Frantic. I thought the same exact thing as soon as I said it. Fouled back, and it's 1-2. I thought the same thing. Anna Richez. The on-deck hitter is Giovanni Gurgle.
Number 5, Anna Richez.
PA announcer a little late with the introduction. 6 pitches in, but I guess it's better late than never. The pitch swung. Oh, I thought she swung. 2-2. Lays off it. It's high.
I forgot the PA announcer was there, honestly, for a second.
Yeah, well, that's because his microphone broke. He was screaming for another one. 2-2 now. Jazzy. That's popped up, and it will trickle just on to the netting here at Legend Stadium. The new Top Gun movie came out yesterday.
I've definitely heard mixed reviews about it.
I'm waiting for the new Elvis movie. That's what I want to see.
That one you'll go see in theater.
I'll see that one 10 times. 2-2. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'll try. Well, I'm not singing it. Frantic 2-2 here. No score. Bottom 4. Here comes the 2-2. And again, watch out, young lady. And again, it is fouled out of play. Couldn't sleep last night, and woke up in the middle of the night watching Patsy Cline's story. Another good one. 2-2. Pitch. Oh, rocketed it down the left field line and just foul. Frantic threw the off-speed pitch there, Caleb, and I tell you what, Richez was waiting on it. 2-2 now. That's the hardest hit ball of the game by either team. Richez, a junior. So Frantic catches a break there. Here's the 2-2. That ball is looped to Bailey Holland at second base. Stays with it and hauls it in. So Frantic will win that battle, and that was a battle. 1 out. Gia Gurgle steps in. Gurgle, another 8th grader in this lineup. There are 5 8th graders on this team, and 3 of them are everyday starters. As Frantic's pitch is outside for a ball. So 1-0 to Gurgle. Elsewhere around the county this week in other sports, we had spring football this week too, right? 2-0 now. Rockledge fell to Jones last night, but a good game, 42-35. Vieira and Heritage, 28-28. The 2-0. Swung on and missed for a strike. 2-1.
All three quarterbacks at Heritage Vieira spring game all look good.
Yeah. Ready for this is the final high school event of the year right here today. 2-1 Frantic is. The pitch swung on and missed, and after falling behind 2-0, Frantic has evened it up to Gurgle 2-2. The on-deck hitter is Zoe Abdullah, the left fielder. See what Frantic goes with here. She tries to swing that heater by her. Frantic winds and fires off speed, high and outside. Ball 3, so the count is full. Jazzy getting deeper and deeper into counts. But still getting outs. And that's what matters. 3-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. 2 outs. And that'll bring up Zoe Abdul. Randy Johnson, Bulldogs offense needs to step up big non-existent. Yeah, I mean, that is, that's not a point you can argue with. That's for sure. In fact, we wrote in our preview 30. They've had 6 hits, scored 3 runs, and struck out 35 times, and are 2-0. Frantic has carried them today. The bats have got to come to life here. The pitch just misses. 1-0. And Frantic has fallen behind every batter in the inning here. Except for the leadoff hitter who fouled the first ball up, and then she evened that count up at 2-2. 1-0. Nice pitch. Took a little off of that, and it's 1-1. Yeah, I'm with you, Randy. I'd really like to see him come to life. Fouled out of play, 1-2. Look, I mean, it's a known fact. Once May hits, team batting averages plummet. They do, because the pitching is better. You know, you're always going to see that other team's ace, but we've seen this team knock around some really good pitchers this year. And certainly you got to think they're capable. The 1-2, and that ball is fouled. Check swing down the first baseline. Valcourt picks it up. And, Melbourne's at a disadvantage here today. They are not the home team. So they've got to get some runs up. Pitch just, and I mean just misses, and the count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs here. Bottom 4, no score. At beautiful Legends Stadium in Claremont, Florida. About an hour and 20-minute drive. The 2-2 popped up and out of play. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Still. Can Jazzy turn over the river card here for strike 3, or will it be ball 3, or will Zoe Abdullah have other things in mind with the turn card? The 2-2 coming. The pitch. Strike 3. Frantic still getting outs. We head to the top of the 5th. No score. Bulldogs got them right where they want them, huh? I'd like to welcome in, watching as well, Jeff Shepard, watching here on Brevard Sports Network. A man that is very near and dear to this Melbourne Bulldog program. Coach Shep, it's good to see you on the feed here. We go to the top of the 5th, no score between Melbourne and Doral.
Visit foul4.com for the keepsake that's best forever.
Welcome in Mike Fairbank, Billy Palmer. Of course, Mike, the dad of Tanner Fairbank. What a year that young man had for the Melbourne Bulldogs. I want to say also, too, congratulations to Pete Donovan. Pete Donovan, 23 years as the Melbourne baseball coach. Thursday was his final day as a teacher in Brevard County and retiring. And I know he had a big retirement party the other night. And Coach Donovan, if you happen to be on Facebook, congratulations on an outstanding career. And if anybody sees him, please let him know we said so. And don't be surprised if Coach Donovan next year is calling some baseball with me. Nadia English to lead it off here in the top of the fifth against Alyssa Zabala. First pitch is a ball to Nadia. Nadia reached on a walk. 4-pitch walk. That is the fifth pitch she's looked at and fifth ball. That's the first strike of the day English has looked at, and the count is 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike. No score, top 5. Swung on and missed, 1-2. And Zabala is throwing heat. Popped up, playable for the first baseman. Hauls it in. 1 out. Addie Berry steps in.
Brings up the right fielder, number 14, Addie Berry.
Berry, a sophomore. And I tell you, I don't know if you've ever seen Addie and Kyla and some of the other girls on this team's workout programs by Coach Marcella Osa over at Uberzadi. There's a little shot that trickles foul. But, yeah, it's intense what these young ladies do day in and day out to prepare themselves to play in games and conditions just like this. And it really is. It's inspiring. 0-1 to Berry, and Berry slaps that one foul, and it's 0-2. Kind of sad. Today's the last high school broadcast until we get to August. If you've got a Little League team, softball or baseball, you'd like us to broadcast, reach out to us. The 0-2 with 1 out. And Addie pops this one that's going to, oh my, be caught by the center fielder. Great catch by Megan Villazon. Looked like it was going to drop, and Villazon laid out and went and got it for the second out. As Nevaeh Loveridge steps in, in case you're just joining us, today is Nevaeh's 18th birthday. Happy birthday, Nevaeh. Now go hit one out. As we told you the last time Nevaeh was up, she hit a double off of Zabala in that Orange Classic game, driving in Sophia Valcourt at the time, who was the only run of the game scored by Melbourne in that one. They played to a 1-1 tie. That game left everyone wanting more between these two teams, and, well, that more is this 6A state championship.
Couldn't be a bigger more than it is now.
Couldn't be a bigger more. That's exactly right. As Zabala falls behind to Nevaeh, 2-0. Pitch. That'll be a strike, 2-1. Swung on and missed. 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Getting deep into this one. Zabala and Loveridge doing battle here. Fouled back and out of play. Swung on and missed, and that'll end the inning. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Still no score between Doral and Melbourne.
After 4.5, we remain scoreless. Game Changer is the official pitch count app of the FHSAA. Go to gc.com to discover the app that's empowering over 550,000 youth sports. Game Changer.
All right, Jazzy back in the circle here to start the bottom of the fifth. Good, solid inning for her last inning. She ends up striking out side, but fell behind a lot of the batters. Oh, I'm sorry, struck out two of the three. Had to pop out to Bailey Holland in that inning, but certainly want to see her get them out a little faster in the counts. Typically, in baseball and softball, you want a 3-4 pitch out is what you want. That's ideal here. As little landscaping taking place now in the circle by the first base umpire. And there are 3 million steps that he could have went down, but he chose to walk right in front of your camera. Yeah.
Story of our lives, huh?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
5,000 pathways.
Watch, he's going to do it again. Watch. Nope. I thought he was. All right. Right? Oh, Ariana Machado steps up, and Francis, this is a bunt attempt, turns, and that'll be a leadoff bunt. Couldn't get it down. Or, I'm sorry, got it down. They couldn't get it up and back to first in time. As Machado reaches with a bunt single, and here goes Doral to lead off the bottom of inning number 5. Gabby DiArcangelo steps in, the 8th grader, and Gabby had the game-winning walk-off hit yesterday. Doral with 64 stolen base attempts as the bunt attempt there pulls the bat back. Ball 1-0. Benches come to life. Turner and Valcourt in. Pitch. She does get a bat on it, but it goes foul. 1-1. Orville Sousson once told me that the bunt is the most exciting play in baseball or softball. And the reason for that is because everybody on the field has a responsibility. First and third baseman are moving in. Second and short are covering. The outfield has to come in. Everybody's got something to do. And it makes for one of the most exciting plays in the sport. Turns, and that'll be strike 2. Nice job by Francis there. So we'll see if the bunt stays on. And they're going to take a timeout and discuss it. Coach pulls the shirt up over his mouth. Oh, Willie Viruret. I wouldn't be surprised to see her square here with nobody out and 2 strikes. I think it's kind of the element of surprise. You're not expecting it, but I think Melbourne's going to be playing bunt anyway here. I would be. Turner and Valcourt come in, and they are still playing bunt with 2 strikes, and I think that's a good call. Francis twice with the windmill smack into the glove with the ball. Wines, kicks, and fires outside. And it's 2-2. Jazzy is asking for Alicia, her catcher. She's going to bring her another ball, I think. She does have another ball. Jazzy, I think Jazzy sees something that she wants to. She's picked up on something here that she wants to try. And one more windmill smack into the glove with the ball. Takes a pebble out of her cleat. Runner at first, nobody out. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 outside. Frantic wanted it. 3-2 now. So let's see if the runner's off and going here. With 3-2. Got to throw a strike here. Remember, Kyla Berry at the ready, too. Pitch. That's a ball. And Doral has first and second now with nobody out. And Gia Wan, the leadoff hitter, is up. Would not be surprised to see Coach Adele come out and talk to his infield here just to make sure that they have everything in place that they want. But we go with the first pitch. Nice bunt. And to first is the only play. And it gets interesting now because Doral, with now runners at second and third, with 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th, and first base open with Bella Abdullah up. Abdullah with 5 home runs this year, and she looks down for a signal, and Skip just says, this is what it's made. This is what it's about. See if she tries to bunt home a run or they try to squeeze one through. Shocked, actually, that they may not. I mean, I get it. The second hitter in the lineup is Annabella Abdullah. I'm sorry, this is Annabella Abdullah. The next hitter in the lineup is your power hitter, Sarah Bro. You have struck her out twice in the game. So with 1 out, putting her on first base here, get you a force at any base. I don't know. I mean, I'm just spitballing with this. 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. Big pitch coming here. 2 on, 1 out. No score. Bottom 5, second and third. Doral. A base hit likely will score at least 1. Frantic with the 1-2. And the off-speed pitch just misses outside. And Frantic goes 2-2 to 22. Abdullah. Sarah Bro on deck. The 2-2 popped up and out of play. The count remains at 2 balls and 2 strikes. That ball is hit into left field. It's foul and over the fence. Turner almost had a play on it. And I tell you what, Caleb, that one caught the wind a little bit. It was knocked down by the wind because when that left the bat, it looked good. 2-2. Yeah, that ball quickly blew over that fence in left field and was knocked down. Frantic 2-2. Here comes the pitch. Popped up. Thompson with a chance at a play. And Alicia Thompson squeezes it for the second out. Second time today, Thompson has caught one, and this will bring up the power hitting third baseman, Sarah Bro. 2 outs, though.
With 2 outs, the third baseman, number 66, Sarah Bro.
Bro has struck out twice. Frantic has done nothing but throw it by her. Let's see what she starts her off with. A ball, 1-0. Actually, I take that back. In the first at bat, it was more off speed. The last time she was up, it was more fastballs. 1-0 to Bro. 2 outs, second and third. Can Frantic get out of it? Swung on and missed. Strike one.
We have our first question.
Yeah, that's a good point, Jeff. Pitch. That ball is hit into right field, and there to haul it in for the third and final out is Addie Berry. So, Alicia Thompson's catch behind the plate, Addie Berry's catch in right field, and Jazzy Frantic gets out of it. The Firebirds strand 2 at second and third. We head to the top of the 6th. No score. Hey, Butch, because the FHSAA carries the video broadcast on the NFHS network for the Final Four.
Of the FHSAA, please find a representative. Keep up with all the exciting event coverage on Facebook.
Yeah, that's a great point by Shep. As she catches that ball, that's a run. I didn't even think about that, obviously.
Fans are reminded to please stay off the field. We need your help in keeping the field on the Legends Way ball field in top condition.
But you have to ask yourself at this point, going back-to-back days in the heat like this, are we beginning to see Doral maybe catch up a little bit here with that frantic off-speed or that frantic fastball? And can the Melbourne bats do the same to the senior, Alyssa Zabala? And if indeed that is the case, and I don't know, I'm not a softball manager, and if indeed that is the case, when or do you go to Kyla Berry?
The left fielder, number 5, Haley Turner.
As Haley Turner steps in, the number 9 hitter. We've told you about her exploits. Two hits for Doral, 1 for Melbourne, and Zabala's first pitch offering to Turner is outside for a ball. Turner with she struck out her first time up, but it was about a 12-pitch at-bat. If you remember, she fouled about 6 balls off. Zabala's 1-0 to Haley. That'll be ball 2. So Turner now 2-0. Turner in the gap. It'll roll to the wall. Haley around second, and she's going to come to third. Haley Turner does it again with a lead-off triple in the top of the 6th inning. Haley Turner, how about it? All over that 2-0 fastball. And that'll bring up Sophia Valcourt.
Well, you just asked the question. Could Melbourne catch up to the Fhsaa?
We did. And Turner indeed catches up with it. As clutch can be. I mean, what else can she do here? In the regional championship, she gets beaned, goes to first, steals second, or takes second on a bunt by Nadia English, goes to third, scores on the suicide squeeze. yesterday leads off the 8th with a triple. They almost stranded her, but Kyla Berry laid the bunt down. Now Sophia, all they got to do here is put the ball in play. Nobody out. Turner at third. And this one is hit to the right fielder, and Turner's going to tag. Here comes the throw. Turner slides, and the Bulldogs have struck first and lead it 1-0 on the RBI sacrifice fly by Sophia Valcourt. One nothing Melbourne. Allie Turner steps in. Zabala to Turner, swung on and missed for strike one. And you're right, Caleb. We just asked, would the Melbourne bats start catching up to Zabala a little bit? And they've done it here. It'll be on the inside corner for ball one, 1-1. There's a shot back up the middle for the second hit of the inning as Turner rounds second. And the Bulldogs are back in business with one on and one out. With Kyla Berry coming up. Now I'm going to tell you, Berry has been on all of this heat over the last two games. I feel comfortable and confident in her ability right now to get something done here. Zabala popped up, and it's playable. Third baseman hauls it in. She just got under it. That's the second out here.
The catcher, number 8.
Haley Clutch Turner, he's being called in the chat.
What's that? Haley Clutch Turner. That's what she is, yeah. That ball hits Alicia. And down to second base goes Allie and Alicia to first. That's unfortunate because I really wanted to see Alicia get a cut here. I'm a little disappointed she got hit. I mean, I'll take Allie at second with 2 outs and the number 5 hitter coming up. But I felt like this was tailor-made for one of Alicia's big power pops here. Oh my goodness, she's hit some Turner or Thompson shots, Thompson bombs this year. 2 outs, 2 on, 1 in. The pitch. Holland takes inside for a ball. 1-0.
The second baseman, number 6,
Bailey Holland, 0 for 2. A base hit here. Tough to say whether it would score a run, and the Bulldogs are going to try to steal a base, and Allie Turner is thrown out at third. Don't know if I like that, but it is what it is with 2 outs. But Haley Turner does it again, leads off with a triple, and is driven in on a sac fly by Sophia Valcourt. We head to the bottom of the 6th with the Bulldogs leading it 1-0. Okay.
What do you do here? Do you leave Jazzy going back in with the 1 run, or do you look to Kyla?
No, I let Jazzy go until she gets in trouble again. If she gets in trouble again, it's at this point of a game a lot of times that pitchers find that second wind. Maybe she's got it here. You could see Jazzy starting to tire a little bit. I mean, understandably so. But this is hers. she has gotten this team to this point. I mean, again, keep in mind, Caleb, this is a team that miraculously, and I've said it a couple times during the broadcast, but if you're just joining us, the Bulldogs have reached the state championship game over the last 2 weeks, scoring 3 runs, 6 hits, and they've struck out 35 times. So the reason you're here is because of what Frantic has done in the circle. Now, 2 on, 1 out, none out again. This part of the game, I don't know. We'll see. Knowing I got an arm like Barry, Barry's got Final Four experience. As a freshman, she came over here with Rockledge, pitched her heart out. They just didn't score any runs in the game. So it's 1-0 Melbourne here in the bottom of the 6th. And the first pitch offering is a ball, 1-0. Strike one. And remember, Doral yesterday was trailing 2-1 going into the bottom of the 7th inning. An 8th grader with a 2-strike, 2-out base hit, knocked home the winning runs. The pitch, strike 2. She is definitely painting that corner. 1 and 2. The 1-2. Lined hard foul down the left field line. The Bulldogs looking to do something that's only been done one other time in Brevard County, and that's win a fast pitch state championship in softball. Alex Powers and the 2011 O'Galley Commodores did it outside, 2-2. If you believe or feel like that, as I do, that this was a team just destined to be here this year. That ball is fouled off and out of play. Now, we will stay live after the game, so you'll have to bear with us through the walk down and onto the field for the ceremony. Win or lose, we're going to stay. So the 2-2. Strike 3. 1 out.
First baseman, number 5,
Anna Ritchie's steps in, the number 5 hitter. Where's the mic? That ball is popped up, and Valcourt will haul it in for the second out. Gia Gurgle steps up. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th.
As Brett Black yelled across to me, the other side, 4 more.
4 more. One and 0 to Gia Gurgle. Strike 1. Nice off-speed pitch. 1-1. Grab that. I need you to. Okay. 1-1. Outside. 2-1. 2 outs here. There's somebody that knows a thing or two about winning a state championship, Coach Lord. She won a few of them in her day at Melbourne, huh? 2-1. The pitch. The thing that's I don't if they hang on, school's out. You know what I mean? They don't get to go back to school and celebrate this. 3-1 now. Frantic has fallen behind here. The 3-1. That'll be high for ball 4. So Gurgle is on with a 2-out walk, and that'll bring up Zoe Abdullah, the left fielder.
The left fielder, number 15, Zoe Abdullah.
That's a ball. 1-0. Frantic has now thrown 5 balls in her last 6 pitches here. 2 outs, though. 2 outs. Ball 2, 2-0. Three and 0. As Nadia English comes in and tries to sell her down. Jazzy windmills into the glove here. 3-0 now. Frantic working the pitch. Got to be a 4-pitch walk. And now it's first and second with 2 outs as Ariana Machado steps up. So for the 3rd time in the game, Doral's got 2 on. For the 2nd time in the game, 2 on and 2 out. Frantic drops 1 in for a strike. 0-1 to Machado. Melbourne up 1-0 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. The 0-1. That'll be strike 2. Take that. 0-2 now to Machado. 2 outs. Bottom 6. Melbourne with 22 shutouts this year. The 0-2 popped up and out of play. 22 shutouts this staff has thrown this year. If they can make it 23. They'll bring home a state championship. 0-2. 2 outs. Runners at first and second. 1-0 Melbourne. The pitch from Frantic. Foul tipped. And back to the screen as Machado stays alive. Coming up after the game, post-game, win or lose from the field. 0-2 now. Frantic. Strike 3! And we head to the top of the 7th. 1-0 Bulldogs.
Championship game between Lakewood Ranch and Lake Brantley. At the conclusion of this game, there will be an award ceremony. Spectators are reminded.
Melbourne Pal, you're very welcome. We love the fact that we were able to get this done. I was scared. We hadn't heard back from the FHSAA. We emailed them a couple of days ago. in anticipation of this, and obviously we didn't want to do both because it costs money. These broadcasts are $200 and gas and all that. So to do both would have been close to $500 to come over, and the girls are worth it. But we didn't have a sponsor for either of these broadcasts, so this was coming out of our pockets, so our own pockets. So we were able to get the approval this morning at 11 a.m. is when we actually got the approval. When we were going to come over and buy tickets anyway, and we wouldn't have missed this for the world. And we end up getting the approval, and so now we can get down on the field here with the girls as well. So top of the seventh, Bailey Holland leads it off. She was at bat when Allie Turner was thrown out. And Holland will look at strike one. And I'll tell you what, 1 run on 3 hits, no errors for Melbourne. No runs, 2 hits, no errors for Doral. I mean, just what a game. What a game. And that'll be strike 2 to Bailey Holland. The on-deck hitter is Nadia English, followed by Addie Berry. Strike 3 for the second time today, but Holland will go down on 3 straight pitches, and that'll be 1 out here in the top of the 7th. I would love to see an insurance run somehow, some way here. Give Nadia, like Keeley says, give her a little breathing room here. Nadia English. Ball is fouled back. The schedule the Bulldogs played this year, you think about this, the Orange Bowl Classic, where they faced Doral. They went up against Lake Brantley, and that'll be a ball on the outside corner, 1 and 2 to Nadia. So outstanding, planning and preparation to get these girls prepared by playing games like that. The 1-2, English with a chopper, snagged. Nice play by the pitcher there, Zabala. 1-3, and it's 2 outs. As we head to get set to head to is Addie Berry, to bottom of the 7th. Addie Berry steps in off speed, bounces in the dirt. Berry looking to get on here with a bunt. 1-0 as that one bounces. As she slaps that foul. 1-1. 2 outs here, top of the 7th. 1-0 Melbourne. What's it at? Oh. 2-1 now to Berry. Chopper to the first baseman, and she'll just tag Addie for the 3rd and final out of the inning. Well, this is it. Doral Academy, the 6A defending champs, down to their final 3 outs here. As the fans come to an applause here. As the coaches have them in a little huddle. 3 to go. And the Bulldogs, for the first time in program history, will be 6A fast pitch state champs. Francic looking to get it done here. Warm-up toss is being taken. Final 3 outs. And it won't be easy, as we will hit the top of the lineup for Doral. Now you can, once the final pitch is over, there goes the medals, and there goes the trophies. You can show the celebration. Okay? But it's got to be the third out, but you can show it, okay? Frantic starts off the Archangel with a strike. Second pitch is strike 2. 0-2 to the 8th grader. No balls and 2 strikes. Frantic winds, kicks, and fires. Strike 3! 2 outs to go. As Giawan steps in, 1 out. Ball 1. One nothing. Melbourne on top. Bottom 7th. Pitch. Change up. Popped up. English says it's mine. She squeezes it. 2 outs. 1 out to go. One out. And that'll bring up Annabella Abdullah. Annie Abdullah steps in. Outside, ball 1 to Annie Abdullah. Start to untangle that. The 1-0. That'll be a strike. 1-1. Now just hold that. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs. Frantic rocks and fires. That ball is hit to left field, and it'll drop in. Foul. Wow. Foul ball. Just missed from being a 2-out, 2-strike double. Frantic now. 1 strike to go for a state championship. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Frantic, 1 more windmill fire into the glove. Frantic rocks, kicks, fires. Outside. It's actually, outside 2-2. So here it is, the biggest Deuces Wild of the year for the Melbourne Bulldogs. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Shot caught, and the Melbourne Bulldogs are 6A state champs. The Bulldogs have done it. They are 6A state champs. All right, we're going to to head down to the field for post-game interviews. Let's go.
All right, it's unplugged.
All right, let's go.
Shortly. At the conclusion of the ceremony, teams and fans reconvene off-field post-game meetings. Those with frontages are allowed on the field.
This way, to the left.
Congratulations to both teams.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Give me that. Here are your 6A state champs.
I'm grabbing your phone if you want to take a picture.
Happy birthday. How's that feel? Feels good, ladies? Couldn't see.
One team, one goal.
There it
That's
is.
what we had all year long.
The man, the myth, Dan Adele. How do you feel, Coach?
I'm speechless. I mean, these girls have kept it together all year with all the adversity we have faced and everything. I knew that I could lead them and bring them together like I have. This is for 2014. This is for 2014. We were in the semis and got knocked out. This is for them. I told these girls, the team that came before you, or the team, and then the teams that come after you, you just have to do it. You have to play for them too. It's all the people that have been before you at Melbourne High School.
Congratulations, man. You have done it.
Thank you, sir.
And his captain. Ladies and gentlemen, your class 6A state runner-up to the Doral Academy Firebirds. And now, the championship. Athletic Director Doral Buchanan, Principal Dr. James Kirk.
This is for Shep. Coach Shep. Deeply in heart.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Class 6A state championship finishing the season with a record of
Congratulations.
That's okay. You are there.
26 wins, 2 losses, and 1 tie. Melbourne Bulldogs. Presenting your Class 6A state champions, the Melbourne Bulldogs. That concludes our awards ceremony. Fans, please remember to stay off the field. Take your team after they have left the field.
Go ahead. You got one thing to say here. Say it.
On behalf of PFF,
Where's Haley? Haley. 2 days in a row, but how did you do it?
2022 Florida High School
All for the team, right? Congratulations. We're going to head out here because this is where the state championship pictures are going to be taken. Gotcha.
Oh shoot!
Coach is over there. Dan! He needs to be over here.
Congratulations, Coach. Yeah, man, really. All right, back to our conversation. Let's walk and talk. I said this during the broadcast, Coach. This felt like, to me, destiny. From the time you lost that game last year to Vieira, there was one goal, one focus, and that was to come out here and win this state championship. Take me through this a little bit.
It's just been a culmination of everything put together. I can't say enough about the leadership on this team. Everybody working through and through. It was a never give up, never die situation. It is just absolutely incredible. This is for the 2014 team that we didn't complete it. I told those coaches we were going to complete this. And the administration felt that I was the right man to galvanize this team together. For the leadership on down to my freshmen, everybody stepped up. I mean, and Haley Turner.
Now, what about Haley? And you know what, Jazzy, look, Coach, she didn't have her best stuff today, but she gutted it out.
She did. And in this heat, in this dome, there's like no wind. It's a monsoon. It's a monster out here as far as this heat and the humidity. And she did, and she focused on that. We took her bat out of the lineup. We talked about it, and we just did. We just took her bat out of the lineup, and we just rode her. I mean, she has been an absolute stud all the way through this postseason.
23 shutouts this year. This pitching staff rings up.
Absolutely, and I think if I'm correct that we have not had a run scored on us in the postseason.
You have not. 9 all year.
Exactly. So the game plan that we put together with the coaches and everything, we just absolutely came together as a family. We were fractured in the beginning, but we pulled it together. And it starts with me at the helm and funnels down. And my message has always been the last 6 weeks, one team, one goal. One team, one goal. You do this and you play together, no matter what the distractions are outside. Nobody can touch you inside the lines. This is your safety spot. And these girls all felt this was their safety spot.
Congratulations. I know everybody else wants to talk to you. We love you. Great job.
Thank you, sir.
I mean, really, great.
you've done.
Really a great job by you guys. You know, I know we were, kidding before the game, but the job that you and Kintai and everybody have done has been incredible this year.
Absolutely, sir. I give all the props to the coaches, the players, just everything. Yes, absolutely.
All right, Coach Adele, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you so much.
All right, so here's what we're going to do here. We're going to let the ladies talk to their parents and celebrate with their parents. But this is our first state championship here that we've ever had the opportunity to celebrate, and we couldn't be. Let me ask Daryl Buchanan. Daryl, come here. I've never interviewed you, but I'm going to do it now. You stepping out, retiring, your final game as athletic director. Could it be any sweeter than this?
It's a great way to go out, and just happy for the girls. And they went through a lot this year, and it's well deserved. They've just done a great job. So, and I appreciate everything you, BSN, Alan. You guys did a great job.
Thank you.
Supporting all the schools in the county. It's just good. You hear a lot of good things in the community about you guys as well. So
Well, I
really appreciate it. It makes our job easier. So.
Well, I'm going to miss you. I'm going to miss you for sure. Thank you so much for everything that you've done, and congratulations on retirement. Absolutely. Daryl Buchanan. All right, so we'll sign off here and let the girls have some time with their family and pictures and all that good stuff. But how about it, huh? The Melbourne Bulldogs, your 6A state champs. For Caleb Brown, I'm Alan Slaughter-Zinski. This has been the Brevard Sports Network.